are back again with another episode. And poor Alan is still having problems with his voice. He's going to talk to us, but right now I'm going to take the lead on the starting out the show. So I'm John, that is Alan, and we are the horror guys. And we couldn't, because it's been about 2 or 3 weeks, we could not get away without doing a Halloween Ends video. We have to. But
well, there might actually, I believe it would be against the law. I think we would be arrested.
I think so.
I think we'd be arrested.
Yes.
I don't think we could get away with it.
We're getting charges brought upon us.
Yeah.
Now, you know what's funny about this? We said Halloween Ends, but I'm actually going to start this off with something that isn't Halloween Ends. But don't be surprised now. It is Halloween news, but it comes from Halloween 78. How much do we talk about something new with that, right?
John hopped into the DeLorean and went back to 1978 to gather up some news.
I did. I just got back today. Okay, so this again, normally we'd start off with the ends news, but this is actually really cool.
It is cool. If not even a little bit hilarious, and we'll get to that in a second.
About a week or so ago, pictures from Halloween 78 surfaced. And they show Nick Castle running away after being shot by Dr. Loomis. Now,
by the way, how fucking random is this that this just popped up?
Yeah. Now I'll put these up as we're talking about it, but apparently the story goes like this. John Carpenter wanted to get shots of Michael Myers getting up after falling off the balcony and running away. Of course, this never made the film, but the reel with this footage is in a private collection. I want to see it.
Oh, you and me both.
I want to see this footage. Like, I will say this in the pictures.
I'm actually looking for it on my phone because I want to. While we're talking,
I mean, I don't see Nick Castle's face as much. I don't know if and he's without a mask on too. That's the weirdest part. He's not wearing the Michael Myers mask. It's supposedly Nick Castle. It's not.
Oh, that
not
part
Michael per se. It's very, very weird and very interesting to see that. Like, why would the mask go off? You know?
Is that? I don't know. See, I couldn't tell. So I'm just realizing that I couldn't tell that he didn't have a mask on.
Yeah, that is his actual face. Like,
wow.
That's Nick Castle. So I'm kind of confused as to why.
Number one,
I don't know.
The visual of him getting up and running away is kind of funny looking in that picture. Like imagining it. I don't know what it actually looks like in terms of like the footage that was shot, but just that picture, like he's in mid run, like it kind of reminds me of that. I don't know if you ever saw that meme where it shows what he was doing behind the bush when he was waiting for Lori and how he's kind of like hiding. It kind of reminds me of that. Like, what does he do when he's disappearing? Like every now and then you get a glimpse, he's like running away.
Right.
Then,
I mean, it's a weird thing. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Are these pictures real? I don't even know, to be honest.
Obviously, number one. Well, if you remember right before Halloween 2018, was filmed, there was a picture that was released of him laying on the ground, and it looked totally legit. And somebody said that it was supposed to be from
it was like a fan film or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what it was. But it was supposed to be. Hold on, somebody just tried calling me and it just messed me up.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, for me, they popped up. They said what they said. I read about it. Again, I don't know if they're legit 100% or not. I would like to know if they are. I would like to know why his mask is off, because I don't understand. Okay, you got shot 6 times, you fell off the balcony, but that doesn't make a rubber mask fly off your face. Like we've wore those masks, and I fell down before doing shit. It don't come off. It doesn't come off. You know.
So he must have taken it off for some reason.
Right.
It's pretty wild.
I don't know, man. It's interesting if we're still getting something 43 years later from Halloween 78 that we've never seen before. That's pretty fucking cool.
Well, and supposedly they're in this collection, in this vault or whatever, there's like hours of footage and stuff.
They could put that on a disc by itself, and I'd be happy as fuck to watch the whole thing. I wouldn't care about, because that's usually the gimmick. They re-release Halloween in so many different forms, and I buy them all.
Yeah, of course. Well, my thing is there's a reason this isn't getting released, because I feel as though it would have at some point. Yeah. Especially now, with interest being at an all-time high. So, Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it. I would love.
Yeah,
I still want to see the footage from 2018 where they both have their fight, which I see now why
yeah.
they didn't do that because we're getting it now. But okay, I
Didn't
still want to
didn't
see it.
they also film part of a flashback scene in for 2070 or 2018? Didn't they get?
Don't I know that they originally wanted to redo Carpenter's ending, and he told them no.
Yeah.
So they originally wanted to redo. Maybe he did run away in their version. Maybe he did. He was like, no, we can't do that. But no, they wanted to redo the whole
Yeah.
ending. Where,
Well,
like,
they wanted to have Loomis get killed, which would have been not good. That would not have been.
Listen, you can change the story in some aspects, but you can't kill Dr. Loomis.
It was okay to explore what happened later that night.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of Halloween purists would tell you that was bad. Don't do it. I disagree. It's whatever.
Dude, I loved the flashback scenes.
It was the best. I think it was the best thing that they've ever done. One of the sequels. Period.
Dude.
End of story.
Yes, that it was done so well. Like the mask looked phenomenal. The actor did it great.
Right.
The little attention to details with him having the rope to choke the cop was like, dude, yes,
yeah,
that was great. You know,
yeah, the dead dog, all that stuff, where the window was broken, everything.
Yeah, everything was just matched to a T. So like, they didn't just throw it out there and say, hey, let's see if this works. No, it was fucking. They studied. They did their part.
Yeah,
and they pulled it off perfect. I love that part of that movie. I will defend that until I'm blue in the face.
I would love to see more. I don't know if they can do it, but I would love to see more.
Now I'm over here. Man.
It's that time of year, man. The allergies and the pollen and everything.
And then it's hot.
It is. I stayed inside all day today.
Sorry about that. I'm dying now too. All right, so here's some fun stuff that again is going to be old to you but new to us. Halloween Ends is scheduled for reshoots for 2 weeks in Savannah, Georgia. I don't know if that's already happening or if it is coming up or what have you. A little bit of span of time since we've been here, so still, I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, it's not terrible. It's hard. They're reshooting? No.
Yeah, it's hard to say. They've done. Have they done a test screening to the general audience yet, or just amongst?
No.
Okay, so
just amongst the higher ups.
Okay, so I would say it's not a response to the general public there. So I mean, reshoots could be not. You know, if it was a situation where they did a test screening to test audience and now they're out reshooting 5, 6, 7, 8 different things, then I'm nervous.
Right.
Because that's obviously in response to a negative reaction. I highly doubt a room full of Blumhouse. Yeah, not only is my voice gone, my lips don't work either, apparently.
I call Jamie Foxx Jamie Foxx. You're okay. You're 100% okay.
But I can't see a room full of Blumhouse executives just shitting all over the movie to the point of them having to go out and reshoot a bunch of things.
There's something there that someone saw they didn't like. Obviously.
Yeah. Maybe
and in all reality, they may go out there for those 2 weeks. They may reshoot some stuff, and they might not even end up using it.
Right. And reshoots might be things that Michael Myers isn't in the shot. Right. Jamie Lee Curtis isn't in the shot. It could be a reshoot of, well, you know what? I want to get a little bit more of that street with those cars going up and down, and we need just a few, like an aerial view of the Myers house, or we need, more interior shots here.
In reality, they're what they call pickup shots.
Yeah.
I did one for a prison movie. They had already filmed the movie, but I got called to come in and do reshoots, or not reshoots, but the pickup stuff. And it was just a small little role, but I'm not mad about that. It was cool as hell. Mm-hmm. And it was just little stuff to fill time. And I was like, cool, man, I got to be a part of it regardless,
Yeah, exactly.
And that could be what they're doing too.
Yeah.
Man, I'm over here dying now.
Neither of us are going to be able to talk by the time we're done here.
Right. So Jason Blum commented, and he said, whether or not this will be the last Halloween movie. Now, we talked about this before too.
And John Carpenter was talking about that.
He said, I didn't say it's going to be the last Halloween movie. It's our last Halloween movie. We have no more rights to make any more Halloween. It goes back to Malika Akkad, and what he does, only he knows. But we are done. This is our last one, and I think people will be very happy. I mean, everybody listen. He says happy. She says we're going to be pissed. What are we going to do here, man? What are we going to do?
Well, it could be very subjective, I guess.
Yeah, who knows? I mean,
and I don't know. I feel like it was. I like that he put it that way because I feel like he really clarified in terms of, everybody's saying this, that, or the other. Oh, this is gonna be the last one. This is gonna be the last one.
No, it's like it's Blumhouse's last movie.
Yeah. And even that could be up in the air. If Akkad says, "Hey, you know what? Let's expand on the curse storyline," or I doubt Jason Blum's going to say, "No, I don't want to make, millions more dollars."
Exactly.
So
the rights could end up right back at Blumhouse.
It could, or they could. Else. Yeah, it could go to who knows? Yeah.
I just Netflix isn't allowed to pick it up though, and they can't do that.
No, they who knows? They might call us and be like, listen, we know you're big fans, and Horror Guys Productions might be the next home for the new Halloween franchise. We're available. I'm just saying, we're available. Right.
I was going to show my phone and say I'm available, but I'm using it. But hey, picture this as the phone. Just call me.
We'll take care of it. We're on board. We'll do it. We'll do it. I mean,
hire us right now.
Yeah. That's right.
He also says in a tweet, everyone needs to chill and go see Black Phone. Then we'll discuss the new news.
I wonder what that means.
All right. So one of two things. Obviously, we talked about a possible trailer being attached to Black Phone. To possibly be dying in the process.
Yeah.
Or he's just trying to tell people to shut the fuck up. They'll see their new Blumhouse movie, and then we'll talk Halloween afterwards. I'm not really sure how to take that. Do I think that maybe a trailer will be attached to it? Possibly.
I'm betting around that time. Yeah, I'm betting on time. I'm betting on the trailer because if you look at how they've handled themselves throughout this whole thing, especially Jason Blum, that to me is basically saying the trailer is going to be attached to that movie.
Yeah.
So I'm counting on a trailer. Now I'm not going to be too upset if it doesn't come. I think it will, but at this point, after kills and everything that happened with the trailers, I'm almost not looking forward to a trailer. Like I almost don't want to see one.
Yeah.
Of course, I will watch it. Don't worry, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna talk about it. But I'm very, very nervous in terms of what I'm gonna see, and I really don't want multiple trailers. I don't want no more TV spots. I don't want this movie ruined for me because again, this is going to be the last time for a while we get to sit in a theater and actually see a Halloween film. So hopefully they chill a little bit.
We talked about it when they released that teaser that Jamie Lee Curtis presented, and I would be happy with that.
Yeah, and maybe hopefully that's all it will be.
Yeah.
I don't want new stuff. I don't want to see a bunch of new stuff. I'll see it when the movie comes out. I'm already want to see the movie. All you need to do is just give me a little bit, just a little taste.
And that's the thing. That teaser seems like it's just enough, It
gives you
flashbacks of all the old. It gives you 78. It gives you 2018. Gives you Halloween Kills, and then boom, you get that little taste of Halloween Ends, and it's over. That's it.
But reality being what it is, and it being 2022, and marketing, and all this, and the investments and everything else with these studios and production companies. I mean, guys, this is a huge production. It's unfortunately,
the trailer itself will be an hour and 45 minutes, and you see the whole movie.
And that's unfortunately probably what will happen. And we will begrudgingly watch it, and we will talk about it.
Absolutely. Hey, here's another thing. Just for fun, they tell you everybody needs to go see Black Phone. What if when you go to see Black Phone, they actually play Halloween Ends instead?
Oh, there's a new conspiracy theory.
Right?
Black Phone's not real,
Right.
but
That is the side name for Halloween Ends.
speaking of Black Phone, I'm not real sure how I feel. It looks interesting, but it also looks a
Yeah.
little weird to me. I'll check it
Yeah.
out. I don't think
Yeah.
I'm gonna go crazy. Rushing to the theater I might go to the theater. I might go to the theater to see it, maybe.
They when
But
I first saw the trailer for it, because this was supposed to come out, I believe, last year, I think, right?
I
Like
know it
it got
seems like
delayed
it's
a couple
been,
of times.
yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I've been hearing about it for a long time.
There was a lot of hype when it first was supposed to come out,
Yeah,
and the trailer looked okay. I mean, it looked cool.
yeah,
And then like it kind of lost its hype when they delayed it.
yeah,
And then when they picked it up again, they got hyped again, and then they delayed it again. It was like, holy shit, come on, dude.
yeah.
But I think it got moved to like November, then it got pushed back up to June. So I was like, are we
Sweet.
ever going to see this damn movie? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, it looks okay. I'll try it. Again, I try to watch just about everything, with the exception of some
yeah,
things.
yeah.
But yeah,
I might go see it because of the hype. I might go see it because obviously the trailer and everything else, and we'll see.
do you think that if there is a trailer that drops with that come Friday, that it'll hit either YouTube or whatever the internet that
Yeah,
same
I
day,
probably. Oh,
or Saturday? What do you think?
uh, unfortunately, if it doesn't, if Blumhouse doesn't release it on YouTube
Somebody else
or
will.
Facebook, or
Yeah.
somebody else will. So I would think that after what happened with Kills, they would try to get ahead of it themselves this time and just release it. And again, that's very unfortunate that that's where we are and that's what's going to happen. But I fully would expect that that would happen. And I'm not encouraging that. I think it's bad, but I just don't trust. I don't trust people to be. No, I don't trust people to be cool about it. I mean, but maybe. I mean, I think in a perfect world, they would want you to go see their movie and see the trailer that way. But again, it's just the times we live in, and things get out there whether you want them to or not. So I assume that they'll just release the trailer themselves. That way you're seeing it the way they intend you to see it.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Before we jump into comments, can I give a cheap plug real quick?
Yes.
A film that I did with Blumhouse Productions in 2020 called Cannibal Tick just hit Tubi this past week. So if you head over to Tubi, and if you don't know what Tubi is, it's a free streaming app. You can get it on your phone, get it on your TV, Xbox, whatever, what have you. Look up the movie Cannibal Tick. It is a lot of fun. Some people, it may not be everybody's thing, but I will tell you that it was made with a lot of hard work and a lot of love and a very cool group of people. And dude, it's so cool to be able to see it on Tubi. I've had other stuff hit Tubi, but this one kind of hits home with you. It was close to home when we made it. Everybody's from Youngstown basically, and I had a really cool experience with it. I got to help with like makeup and like directing and stuff, and just I got to step out and do a lot of different things. Madison was a part of it, which was really cool, and Cassie was in it too. So like, just a cool, fun movie, man. So head over to Tubi and check out Cannibal Tick, and you'll see this mug running around here doing all kind of shit.
Well, and I can tell you that I actually also had the opportunity to work with a lot of those guys that were involved in that when we did Hallows Eve, and really just a fun group. It's a lot of hard work doing stuff like that, but when you have the right group of people, it makes it a very 100%. Enjoyable experience. So I can tell you that some quality people are involved behind those things. So just because it doesn't have the big money behind it that some of the other stuff does, doesn't mean that it's not worth checking out. So
absolutely, man. And that's something that we have like talked about very vaguely on the show before, but like we did a short film called Hallows Eve. And it was for MMH Productions, who made this thing called Deadly Numbers. So what he actually did was he took 20 different directors, drew randomly numbers, and whatever number you got, you had to apply this in your film. So we got number 11, and we're trying to think, what the hell do we do with that, right? We'll tell you the story in depth one day, because we're actually going to post the movie eventually on the page. But I'm working on DVDs for us too. Matt made us a really cool DVD cover, so I'm looking to get those out there too. But it was just fun, man. It was really cool, and you said it nail on the head, man. I've always said it too. When you get the right group of people, everything, it just makes it fun, I mean, we had a blast doing that. Is it a masterpiece? No. Is it Hollywood material? Absolutely not. But it was fun, and we made a fucking movie, dude. you know?
And there are, without a doubt, some pretty cool things that happened in it. And unfortunately, some of the people that were involved are no longer with us. And that's unfortunate too. And it's like kind of one of those things where it makes you even more thankful that you did it when you did it.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, I was going through some pictures because Matt had asked me for some pictures to do like the DVD cover and stuff.
Yeah.
And going through stuff, you see Anthony and stuff.
Yeah.
And you see like the picture of Jimmy on the thing, man. It just I'm really glad that Anthony was a part of that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, me
no
too.
matter what, we've always got him in that form on video. You can hear his voice, you can see him again, and it's really cool to have that, man.
Yeah, and it's a memory, and it was a lot of fun, and we worked through the night to do this thing because we had to get it done. We were up against a deadline.
2:30 in the morning. Yeah, we were out till 2:30 in the morning.
And those that know me, I have 2 small children. I work in a healthcare field that requires me to be up at 5 in the morning. Thankfully, I did not work the following day.
Very true.
But I am not.
And took that day off. He knew.
Yeah, I am not typically one to be up that late at night. So, well, you guys remember when we did the last minute Halloween reaction thing a couple months ago? I was like falling asleep here on the show. So, but I mean, God, it's a lot of work. But
even some of
nothing but a great memory.
Done,
yeah,
we've taken a lot, like hours to do some of that stuff.
Yeah. And we're going to continue to post that stuff. Yeah. And hopefully do more of it. Now that the weather's nice and hot, but I mean, we have some movie ideas. I'm still working on a concept for something that hopefully, knock on wood, I can get it done. I've been really working hard on it.
We got something coming up we'll be doing for MMH again soon too. For one of his takes from the Underground movies. So
so we have other stuff that we want to share with you guys, and if you like it, let us know. If you hate it, let us know. Tell us why. Either way, we'll read your comments here. Go to the Reddit subreddit.
I'll be completely honest with you. Somebody could watch Hallows Eve right now and tell me it was a giant piece of shit, and I would still smile because I had fun doing it, dude.
I mean, it was fun. It's not all going to be for everybody, but I still think that there were some cool aspects to it, and I'd like to expand on that universe a little bit more someday.
I would too. Yes.
All right, we ready for some comments?
It is comment time.
All right. Multiverse Director says, yo, John and Alan, I believe the Halloween Ends will be the last Halloween film in this timeline, so they might alter and change the timeline like the previous timelines. The Curse of Thorn was complete trash, and H2O timeline was dope. But it's time to put Michael Myers down in this timeline and create an entire new timeline, bro. A new timeline. That could be.
We talked about that before. You can go anywhere with that.
I don't hate the Curse timeline. I think I'm not a huge fan of Halloween 5 specifically. It's kind of slow.
I won't change his mind or try to change his mind on how he feels. I will say in my, I don't know. For me, I like the Thorn storyline only because it genuinely goes back to Halloween 78.
Yeah.
When you find out who Thorn is, I mean, do I just say it because obviously you've probably seen it by now, right?
I would say so. It's 1996.
Right. When you find out that Thorn is Dr. Wynn, it takes you all the way back to Halloween 78 when Loomis is walking out of the hospital talking to a doctor who happens to be Dr. Wynn, who is, also asking him, well, who taught him how to drive? Maybe someone here did it, and all this stuff. Dr. Wynn had been with Michael just as long as Dr. Loomis.
Right.
So when they connect finally in Curse of Michael Myers, you find out that Thorn has been basically that driving force behind Michael all these years. He's been fucking with his head. He's been there with him. He's been in the institution with him. He had connections to him outside of the institution. I thought that was a really cool way to play that it ended up being Dr. Wynn.
Yeah.
Again, you have to pay attention to Halloween 78 to know who that is. That's why I liked it.
I want to point out too, when you talk about other timelines, you could look at that in different ways. They could go back and do a direct sequel again to the first one. I don't think they will, which I'd be all for it if they did it, because you could do that a million times and I'll be interested in to see what you do.
Right.
You could revisit the Halloween Returns concept with the sequel to the Halloween direct sequel to Halloween 2, which that was scrapped not because of a bad script. It was scrapped because the rights flipped over. You could do H2O. I mean, there are a lot of things you could look at. There are a lot of source material with the books and the comics and stuff like that. If you want to jump into some of that, you could do a prequel to. You could do something.
Always something you could do.
Yeah.
Always.
So, I mean, I there'll be something else in the future. What it will be, who knows? But but in terms of Curse, I didn't hate it. I mean, I know a lot of people will shit on it or whatever, but I mean,
you've seen the producer's cut too, right?
I actually never have. I've read about it. I know what happens, okay. But I've never actually. I actually have been looking for the DVD and I can't find it anywhere.
I want to say about 3 or 4 years ago, they randomly put out, after they put out that box. Remember, they put out that Blu-ray box set. They put out the Blu-ray itself of just Halloween 6 producer's cut. And I mean, I already have it, but I grabbed it just to have it by itself.
Oh, sure.
It's like watching a whole nother movie. Like there's a lot of different changes in that.
And Halloween 6 was a great movie.
I like it.
It was very good. Halloween 4 was very good. Again, Halloween 5 to me was just a little slow and dopey. It wasn't my favorite in the franchise. I don't hate it. I'd rather watch it than Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Yeah. I agree with you on 4. They had to, 1 and 2 were so good. And then 3 happened and people were upset because there was no Michael Myers. So they had to come back big with 4, and they really did. Like that was a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, 4 was very good. A great atmosphere, great. The mask wasn't fantastic, but but there's a whole story behind that too. Right. Looking for more Halloween stuff. I'm trying to make sure. I mean, I've read through these so much. So if I'm rereading something on the show that I've already read, I apologize because I've read through. I read everybody's comments, even if I don't get a chance to read them on the show. But Thaddeus Paul says, okay, so Michael is not dead. The reason Jamie Lee said we will be mad is because Michael is not in the movie, just like Halloween. Oh, did I read this one?
I don't think so.
Okay, he said Halloween not in the movie, just like Halloween 3 Season of the Witches. Contact me, David Gordon Green. I got plenty more ideas. Blumhouse too. I'm here. Okay, so I don't know if this guy's claiming to be David Gordon Green. He says, so contact me, David Gordon Green. I got plenty ideas. Well, if it's really you, Blumhouse and David Gordon Green, we already told you that if you're looking for somebody to tackle the next Halloween film, we're available.
We'll take it. I don't think that David Gordon Green's going to comment on our videos.
We got David Gordon Green commenting on our videos. Rusty Nail has been messaging us on Facebook nonstop. The next show we do, you got to read the Rusty Nail stuff.
Very informative fellow.
I mean, this guy's name is Rusty Nail. Like it's his Facebook profile is Rusty Nail, and he's sending us messages, which is fine. I love getting messages.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Coming.
I love getting them. And we'll get back to you too. Sometimes, like I said, life gets busy. So some time on that.
But that might be worth next week reading. Maybe next week we'll read some of his stuff.
Could do that.
All right, my favorite, Mark Forcelano says, my favorite theory is it's Michael's visions at the end. It shows Michael as a child looking out the window. Maybe in 78, he is so compelled by Laurie because he had seen her in his visions. I think they both die in ends. Remember what Loomis said. He wasn't looking at the wall. He was looking past the wall, looking at this night. I still say you can't kill the boogeyman.
No, and you can't. It's funny that you said that too. We were talking about him staring out the window and all that stuff. There is a picture that I found in one of the groups, and I don't see it, but apparently some people said they caught the fact that in 78 you can see him looking out that window when Lori approaches the house. I don't see it. It's been
He's
circled.
I didn't see that. I mean, he's in the
Yeah,
when she approaches the house, he is
yeah, he's in there.
looking out the door.
Right. When she walks away, he looks out that screen door. Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. They said that you can catch him standing up in that area. So maybe there's something I don't know. Dude, if that's the case, and I'm gonna go back and look, and I want to see it for myself because I want to know.
Yeah, I'm interested. I definitely never noticed that. It's interesting.
Yeah, right.
Kevin Peeler says that deleted scene of Lori in the hospital was a dream sequence, and I definitely think they are setting up the Danielle Harris storyline because it seems that Michael definitely won't die and maybe end. Jamie Lee survives again, and a possible appearance from Jason or another and or several definitely horror characters might be involved. And he's not looking out the window. He's actually looking at himself, maybe. I don't expect, I don't think.
So wait, we're gonna get Daniel Harris, Jason, and other horror icons in Halloween Ends? Is that what he's kind of saying, or what?
He said they're setting up the Danielle Harris storyline. I don't know what storyline. I don't know if he means like the Halloween 4 through 6 storyline, 4 and 5 storyline. Does he mean Annie from Rob Zombie's Halloween storyline? Yeah. Is it good? Or and in terms of Jason and other characters, I think that the legal stuff that Jason can't even get into his own movie right now.
Sure can.
Let alone a Halloween movie. So I don't think that's going to happen.
The only thing I will say about that comment is they did say that Blumhouse is trying like hell to get the rights for.
They did.
Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th. So maybe they are looking at jumping them into the end of Halloween.
Hey, you know what? Who knows? David Gordon Green and Blumhouse commented a few videos up. Just ask them. He'll tell you.
Yeah. Send him a message and ask him what the hell's going on. He's commenting on our videos, so there you go. There it is.
All right.
Wait a minute. If that's really David Gordon Green, though, he'd be mad at me because I always talk about his boy. Because I don't like it.
Danny McBride.
Well, yes. He wouldn't be happy about that. Now he's going to get me.
You had a shot and you blew. We had a shot and you blew it, man.
Sorry, man.
All right. There's one more here before we go. Jules 602 says, I've been thinking that maybe the events from Halloween 2018 in Kills is a story being told like a tall tale about the boogeyman being told to scare people. Then at the end, the actual shape shows up, but it's the first time he's been back home since 78. I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
So this is kind of another theory that we've talked about.
We read this one on one of our last ones.
Did we read that?
Yeah, I like that about the tall tale type of thing and like the theory of the boogeyman and stuff. That was kind of cool, actually.
That's right. That was from So I apologize if I read a comment twice, but after 3 weeks, it's hard to remember everything. But and I read all of these. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely more plausible than Jason showing up, though. I think.
Yeah, and Danielle Harris. That's not. And
Danielle. No, and you know what? A lot of people are upset that Danielle Harris is not in the movie. I think it would have been cool to put her in there. I don't know why they didn't. I'm wondering if there's some sort of stigma that she's developed that we don't know about or what, because she seems like a sweet, sweet girl.
Yeah. I've met her on a couple occasions. Yeah. She's always been nice. Yeah.
I would love to meet her sometime. No, neither have I. So it's clear that she wanted to be in these movies, or she'd be interested, but maybe they just literally didn't know what to do with her. Maybe they just couldn't come up. Maybe they didn't want to confuse people anymore. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, though, dude. We haven't seen a lot of cast announcements either, so maybe she's.
Yeah, it's hard to say. You never know. She can make a cameo. I'd be here for it, but.
Me too. Same here. Absolutely.
Anyway.
Well, we're going to save Alan's voice once again. I'm going to tell you that this is the part of the video where we need you to head over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Share, like, send to your friends. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're working on iHeartRadio still. Reddit. I almost forgot it last time. I'm not going to forget it this time. So as Alan said before, we are the only two on the Reddit right now. But we get to talk to you guys through the videos, and we get to listen to read your comments and comment on those. But if you jump on Reddit with us, we can all talk together and have a good horror time.
Yeah, we can have a good horror talk. If you don't like
Yes.
something about the videos, like if you don't like the way I'm styling my hair, you could tell me that. If you don't like the fact that my voice sounds like I got kicked in the throat, you can tell me that.
Can't help that sometimes. Yeah, follow us on all those. Hit that subscribe button, please. And we look forward to coming back for the next one because we won't have a 2-3 week layoff this time. We're going to stay on it. We got this.
No. And just so you know, you can't kill the boogeyman. You can't kill the horror guys.
You cannot. That's even higher up than the boogeyman.
Yeah,
the boogeyman's right here. You can see that analogy. Boogeyman's right here. We're right there. We're just right on top.
Just slightly because we gotta be able to come here and talk about the boogeyman.
That's right. Very, very true.
No more 3-week layoffs.
No. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, keep watching some scary, creepy shit and go watch Cannibal Tick.
It's on Tubi.
Fans, check out and follow the Horror Guys. You can find them on Facebook, facebook.com/The Horror Guys. On Twitter, Horror Guys 21, that's HORRORGUYS 21. On YouTube, The Horror Guys. And also on Spotify, search for The Horror Guys.
Beetlejuice.